Kansubire muri bulungi munamina abali mbalamusizaako mu linnya lya Mukama waffe Ssaabasajja Kabaka Wangaale n'Abagereka Buganda. Yes, ensonga eziriwo zigenda mu maaso nga muziraba okusinziira buli omu bw'akimanyi. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga Mr. Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine olunaku olwajja mu kuziika ekirambise nga abakungu ab'ekitiibwa, ekitiibwa bakirina ekitiibwa. Ekyo ne kigezaako tujjukiza wa gye tuva, kubanga mu kitiibwa kya Buganda tuyimba ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyava dda. Naye nga bwe tuba nga twemereddwa okukuuma ekitiibwa kya Buganda nga bwe tukyogera, nga bwe kirambika mu kitiibwa kya Buganda mu Buganda National Anthem, eggwanga eryali ettoowo nga Uganda tennafuuka Uganda. Buganda yali ggwanga era alina oluyimba lwayo olwa National Anthem. Nga mu ekyo mulimu yakitandikibwa mu bakulu abakulembeze, aba yatandikibwawo n'abakulembeze abakyaliwo n'essaawa ya kaakati, kubanga Uganda ekyalina olukiiko. Muri olukiiko mwalimu abakungu oba ab'ekitiibwa. Ab'ekitiibwa abamu be twogerako omwo muli Medard Lubega Sseggona, Honorable Betty Namboze Bakireke, omuli Mathias Mpuuga, omuli Katikkiro wa Buganda Charles Peter Mayiga. Najjukirwa nti olunaku Kabaka lwe yagaanibwa okugenda e Bugerere, omukulembeze eyaliko Katikkiro wa Buganda, Katikkiro wa Buganda eyali Katikkiro wa Buganda yagaanyawo Mwerabu Munansonyiwamu, naye nga Kabaka yagaanibwa okugenda e Bugerere. Ebiseera ebyo abakulembeze abaali mu Uganda baba ne bakirwanyisa, era eggwanga lyagenda ku muliro. The country caught fire when the King of Uganda was refused from visiting his province of Bugerere province, whereby there were many riots, and that was evidenced when Museveni deployed all forces to curb down the riots, but it was impossible until the King of Uganda came himself and said, let's chill it. That's the sign to show that the King of Uganda had power, and he still has power. So the people in the ministry of the King of Uganda, that is the Lukiiko and Ab'ekitiibwa, have not done what they are called for. The honorables, they have not honored their honors. Those are the words of the president at his burial of the late Bossa, the clan leader who was shot dead last week. So this has come about when the Honorable, the Vice President of NUP, the man himself, Mathias Mpuuga, it's not allegedly, or after being found in a corruption scandal of 500 million Uganda shilling, that was awarded to him, whereby the president himself had to come out and tell the public what's going on, because he clarified that if we don't deal with corruption amongst our party, then it will be hard for us to deal with corruption at national level. This made him call upon all members of the parliament that answer or that subscribe to the NUP party, because most of the members of parliament got the NUP party card so that they can be elected in their regions. Many have been seen defecting but still subscribe to the NUP party, such as Kagabo, such as there are many. Some are in silence, but we know them. The little who have been found out and that were cleared to be on the other side, Kaziwe Bashir, Kagabo, now the corruption scandal that has not left out the Vice President of NUP party, that's Uganda region, Affairs in Puga. It's a sign to show that there's a lot of scandals that are going on. And if you don't fight against this in our own, then it will be hard for us to curb down corruption at a national level. So this is a calling to all national representatives of the government and all entities that are representing the national unity platform to come out and abuse the misuse of service and the misuse of office. When you are elected in office, you are given power to rule or to lead on behalf of the people. You're given power to represent the people. So when you fail to represent the people and represent your own stomach, the people will rise up and the people will come to curb you down. So in that crew or in that manner, the Honorable Mathias Mpuga was ordered to send back the money that was given to him, come publicly and apologize, and then resign the office. That was hard for him after giving him a deadline of 24 hours, which made the Honorable President of the National Unity Platform and the Honorable of Uganda, because he was the elected President of Uganda, to come publicly and declare the scam or the scandal that was in his party. That shows servant leadership, because a father who cannot discipline his children cannot discipline the community. You can see where chairman is elected at the community levels. It's even based on how the family, how the chairman has led his party. Let me say his family is an example enough to show that he will be capable to lead the whole nation. So this is servant leadership, and that is exhibited, that is shown or is seen in the leadership of the young man himself, Bobi Wine. Credit to Bobi Wine, because it's a sign of liberation of the whole Africa. Look at countries like Kenya. Many Kenyans came up and rioted when Bobi Wine was almost assassinated in Arua when he had gone to campaign for World Bill. Bobi Wine was brutally beaten and driven to court with allegedly saying that he's a rebel or is against the government. The government planted guns on him and presented them to court. Suddenly the guns disappeared. Up to now, Bobi Wine is still demanding for his guns. So big up to the people of Kenya who came up to raise or to join the millions of people in the world to demonstrate against the brutality of the government of Lord Kaguta Museveni. We still need people in solidarity. When people in Congo are crying, we should also still come up and riot and still come up to show the injustices these neighboring governments are causing to the neighboring countries, because the people of Congo are saying Kagame and Museveni should leave their country. Where is the MK-47? Who are those people? Why is the government of Congo dragging Uganda to International Criminal Court because of stealing timber, gold, and killing a lot of people during those days? Until now, Uganda is to pay millions of dollars, of which I had started to pay. Two benefits in this. These are cartel regimes, these are mafia regimes that we need to come up and speak in a united voice as Africans, because we all know that the African Union has not helped us. Where is the African community, the East African community that we are saying we should unite as East Africans? East Africa has done nothing. The East African community has done nothing to calm down this. We saw the troops of Congo, or troops of Kenya joining the government of Congo, the armies of Congo, and little did they depart from that war. What was the cause? Because they found out that the main cause of the war is the neighboring countries of Uganda and Rwanda. And these countries are said Uganda and Rwanda, but they are run by individual interests. That is Kagame and Museveni. We should note and remember. people of the society should still come up and say, enough is enough, this brutality. This brutality starts from home. So the member of opposition in government, when you decide with the government and oppress the people or misuse the services, hmm, the public funds, it means you're oppressing the people and the people are put trust in you. You should serve, you do allegiance to what you swear in. Because you say you serve the country, because you say you serve for God and my country, ways for God and my country, after getting in scandals of corruption, then if you are a true leader, when you go, then it is truly proven that you're in that scandal. Show the true servant leadership. As the man himself will go and say, come up and apologize to the society. Let's say we're going to rehabilitate you. Let's say we're going to make peace because we need you. We are human beings. We all fall and we all accountable because no one is perfect. It's only God and Jesus. But still, when we fail, let's come and apologize for our mistakes. Let's own our mistakes and let's try to find ways of rehabilitating and getting out of the society. But if you fail to do that, it means you are doing what you know and that is what you're willing to do. So you die in your own movie. President Bobi Wine said, you're not going to give a blind eye on anybody, even if it's our family members. But when it comes to national affairs, it's going to be strict to service, zero tolerance to corruption, zero tolerance to abuse of office. So this will act as a reminder to everybody who is willing to serve in a society. It doesn't need to be a public service or a public office, but if you're serving, serve with true diligence, even if it's your family. Just know there is a power behind your service because all power comes from God. Are you representing the God you say you're representing, or are you representing your own individual interests? So let's serve and let's be reliable to change. Let's be dynamic. Let's not be fixed. Let's be dynamic and let's change. When change comes, you can do something which is right today, but when the law changes, it may be wrong. Then you have to come up and say, I'm leaving the past and I'm coming to the new. Because when you become born again, you say the old is gone and the new has come. Let's drive with the new, and the new is wine. The older the wine, the sweeter it becomes. So this is wine that's getting sweeter and sweeter in changes that we are seeing. I also urge to my fellow Ugandans not to give up on the struggle. The struggle is real and change is here. You are the change you badly need. Whenever you think about change, think about yourself. What have you changed in your life? Before you look at the national change, my fellow youths, my fellow men, when you wake up in the morning, you forget to lay your bed. Those who are not married. And most of you also, you go to an extent of forgetting to brush your teeth. You remember you're going to talk to people. There's nothing that is disgusting like a sticky mouth. Take those responsibilities. Let the change that you badly need start with you, with the little steps. Say good morning to the people you live with. Say hi. When someone greets you, reply. There's much to say, but little to say today unless we work together. Because this world needs you and I. And who am I without you? You say my name. I say your name too. This is Moki Wares representing People Power and the National Unity Platform and world at large. South Africa is yet to elections. But where are we? Are we prepared enough to find or to face the change, or we're just making noise so that people can see us. The community of Kenya is just from elections last year. But every time when election happen, Mr. Laila Odinga stands. And when Laila Odinga stands, promises the people, and to stand with them, a little while you see him change. Okay, it's okay to leave policy aside and look on matters of national importance. Cooperating and understanding is good for politics, and that's what is politics made. There's no permanent enemy. But when you see you dinner with people you've been fighting with, like last time you saw Mr. Laila Odinga with Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and His Excellency Honorable Ruto at Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's farm in Chankwanzi. We ask at Museveni's farm. I don't know. Yeah. We ask ourselves what was the call of this meeting. Should be made public because these are public leaders. The people of Kenya have hope in you, Mr. Laila Odinga. And the African Union is waiting for you. But we have questions. After leading the riots, many people died, however much it was the police brutality. But these riots have leaders. When you see the leaders dining or dinnering with the people they were against, we ask ourselves, are we the lamb? Are we the ultimate sacrifice? Who are we to this nation? Then I'll call upon Africans in all entities, in all nations, in everywhere they are. When Africa is bleeding, you are bleeding too. Whenever you hear a struggle, whenever you hear calling in any state of Africa, please rise up and join hands with us. In any country, be it Kenya, be it Congo, be it Somalia, be it Malawi, be it where, provided, let's rise up as Africa, United States of Africa. This is how we're going to shine, because we are the richest in every resource we have, but we are poor in blame. We have led ourselves, or we have allowed ourselves to be nearly colonized, even in our brains. What are we for? What are we for? My call is, my say is, my hope is, change is here, and you are the change. So let's work upon these little steps, the baby steps, and see the change you badly need. We shall say, Viva, Viva Africa, Viva, Viva Africa, United States of Africa. We are united in economy. We are united in everything. Let's fight together. The baby steps. Then we shall remove all colonial boundaries that are inhibiting Africans for free movement of trade, free movement of resources. And Africa will be ours. If we had a United States of Africa, we would share the resources in Congo because it is rich enough to feed all Africa. But if we work together, Africa will lack no more electricity. Cobalt is for us. Those are all sources of energy. Nowadays, cars are driven in battery. We need cobalt. Congo has cobalt. But who are the beneficiaries of cobalt? Russia, Italy, America, France. And the minerals are ours. The resources are ours. Mother Africa, where are you? Where are you? We're giving a deaf ear and you're saying, I'm not a politician. These matters are left for politicians. Who's a politician? When you wake up in the morning, you have to brush your teeth. But you won't brush your teeth with water. You buy toothpaste, systems. There is VAT. Where is your VAT going to? Where is your VAT going? And what is it coming in return? Do you get any tax returns? Why are the government giving tax holidays to refugees or no, to foreigners? They don't give tax holidays to native investors. Ask yourself, are we bewitched, Mother Africa? Rise up, because the victory is in your hands, and liberation of the mind is the liberation of the world. Whenever you feel like the world is against you, rebel to the system and live like rebellion is the only way. Rebel to poverty, rebel to diseases, because there are many ways. Wake up and go to work. Stop waiting for handcuffs. No one's gonna give you until bathe, shower in the morning, eat healthy foods. That's where you're bearing against diseases. The junk is full of, you know, you find yourself cancerous, diabetes, and whatsoever, because of the food you choose to eat. Do some exercise. Do some exercise. Above all, speak positive to yourself. No one's gonna love you the more you love yourself. Because even the Bible itself says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Because love begins with you. You can't give what you don't have. Greetings. This is your main man, Moki Wales. Respect and rest in peace, Peter Morgan. Salute.